I want to play you actually. I want to go and have you hear uh, just the head of one of his sambas, Vivo, Rio de Janeiro, and this is from Jovino's own debut quartet CD, Caboclo, and it's a really great jazz samba. And the first time I heard it was the first time I was in Brazil, and Andre Marquez was 18, playing with a bass player and a drummer at this incredibly blistering tempo. And I walk into the room and I see this young guy just playing the jump. I mean, just absolutely ripping the tune apart. And then I found out it was obviously an Hermeto tune. So this is Vivo, Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, it's a swinging tune, isn't it? And it's got that nice sharp four, half diminished cycle of fifths in there. The next piece now we're going to do Northeastern Brazil through the eyes of Hermeto and O Grupo, the great group. And these are two, well, the two of the three of them are full group transcriptions. De Sábado Pra Dominguinhos was dedicated to Dominguinhos, the great accordion player from the Northeast. And it's from the CD Só Não Toca Quem Não Quer, which means only if you don't want to play, you're not going to play. Or it kind of means like only the people who really want to play can play. So it's, anyway, 1987, if you're going to buy one Hermeto CD, this is the one, because it's got 21 tracks on it, and every single track is just incredible. So this is De Sábado Pra Dominguinhos, and the thing I want you to notice is that we listened to the Baião early in this talk. I want you to see how it translates into more of a group rhythm section setting, and especially the bass line of Ichibare, which is very busy, and Jovino's comping, which is just stunning. And it's a great piece, and I'm sure you can enjoy it. De Sábado Pra Dominguinhos. but they basically vamp on that G sus for a while, and then they go back to the bridge section and end up with a great coda. I'd like to get through as many of the pieces as possible, so I'm going to be playing like parts of pieces, but just know that there's incredible solos, and in addition to the compositions being amazing. And I could spend 3 hours easily on one of these group transcriptions, talking about just how these amazing musicians transformed the roots of music from different regions of Brazil into their own personalized language, while at the same time satisfying the highest possible musical demands of, one of the living geniuses of music. The next tune, Viajando pelo Brasil, is from the last big project in 1992, Festa dos Deuses, which is Feast of the Gods. And this CD, unfortunately, came out late. Polygram really messed up. The band had a tour lined up. Everything was supposed to happen. And then Polygram just, as record labels will do, they just didn't get it out in time. And after that point, there was a lot of kind of inner, I wouldn't call it turmoil, but there was a lot of dynamics shifting. Because at that point, Hermeto started to not go to rehearsals that often. He would write, and the band would rehearse, but he would rarely show up at rehearsal. He would just show up at gigs. And at that point, Ichibare and Carlos Malta were kind of trying to steer the ship, and each of them wanted to steer it their own way. And Jovino could tell that it was kind of getting to be time to move on. And he had 2 young kids, a family, and they weren't making any money. And so he decided to move to Seattle, and the rest is history.